Coding Now and Again by Destiny Crawford. Here are some overviews of the projects. I chose the two projects, Princess vs. Minion and Game Wheel, as exemplars because I felt as though they are great projects to compare and contrast towards each other. I chose to use these two projects to compare because they have different coding styles and have different aspects of coding. These projects shows how much I have grown in the coding world by demonstrating that I have increased my level of coding knowledge from intermediate to advanced. Here is the project Princess vs. Minion. It is a game where the princess is supposed to defeat and destroy the minions while the minions are trying to attack the princess. This was created by using Scratch, which is coded in Squeak. The princess is supposed to defeat the minions. There are multiple levels in which there will be more minions added to each level in order to defeat the princess. In order to kill the minions, there is a flying laser that the princess has access to move around to destroy the minions. Each level have a goal which will make it more difficult for the princess to win, especially since she has a limited amount of force. The coding features that are continuously used throughout this game are if statements. Here are some demonstrations of the Princess vs. Minion game.
This code is for the princess sprite. Is to control the amount of lives that the princess has. When the flag is clicked, the lives are set to 50 because the princess has 50 lives. There's an if statement which it says, if the princess is touching anger 2, which is the minion, it has to wait 2 seconds and then change the lives by -1 so the lives can decrease. And the next if statement inside that if statement is, if lives equals 0, then broadcast lose. That's if. So when the princess loses, it will be set to 0, and that's inside of forever loop, which allows it to keep on going. Okay, this code is represented for the heart code sprite, which represents the lives. So when the lives decrease, the hearts disappear. When the flag is clicked, the lives are set to 50 because that's the number of lives that's given to the princess. Then there's 5 if statements that's in the forever loop that changes the amount of hearts that's being subtracted. The first if statement is, if lives equals 50, then switch costume to heart code, which is a total of 5 hearts. Each heart represents 10 lives to correspond with the 50 lives for the princess. So for the second if statement, it states, if lives equals 40, then switch costume to 1, and costume 1 is 4 hearts. So when 10 lives is taken away, 10 is being taken away, and then each heart is being deducted. Okay, here is a video snippet of the Princess vs. Minion game in action.
Here's the project Game Wheel. This was an assignment that I had to complete in one of the courses I have went over. It is a multi-file program which represents a game using a spinnable game wheel that resembles the show Wheel of Fortune. This assignment was written in JavaScript on an adhesive. It creates an array list of slice objects in which it contains 20 slices in the game wheel. With the exception of the slices at locations 0, 5, 10, and 15, which are all black, the wheel is initialized so that every slice with an odd index is red and every slice with an even index is blue. There are 3 different public methods that had to be implemented in order for the game wheel class to fully function to help create the different aspects so the code could come together as a whole. The coding features that are implemented into this code are arrays, if and else statements, for loops, strings, and constructors. Here is a demonstration of the project Game Wheel.
Here's the video snippet of the project game wheel. When I push, run the code, what pops up is type P to play the game, T to test the game wheel methods, and Q to quit. I will push P. And then this pops up with the different color wheels and the different cash amount prizes. Now I want to test the game wheel methods. Push T. I want to call the game wheel method toString, so that's what I will type. And this will pop up with all the many other different color wheels in different colors and different cash amount prizes. Now I want to call the game wheel method scramble. I will enter that. Now I want to enter the game wheel method sort, and I will push that. Now I want to go back to the main menu, so I will push M, which will take me all back to the main menu, which is states again to push P to play the game and T to test the game wheels. Now I'm going to push P to play the game once again. As you can see, the total prize money at the bottom, which is $13,030, and the top one is only $520. These two prize money is two different amounts, along with the different spin wheels that goes up to 3 with the different prize amounts that's different. And now I will push Q to quit the game. Now the game is over.
Comparing and contrasting. These projects are similar because they are both used and made out of coding. They are also have game-like features. In ways, the projects are different because one is coded in Java while the other is coded in Squeak. Also, one project is a game whereas the other was an assignment. Additionally, both are used on different coding platforms. These projects demonstrates my coding growth by portraying how I used two different coding styles and techniques, how I went from using a beginner/intermediate coding platform to a more advanced level coding platform. Here is my coding career reflection at Tech. The most important things that I have learned was to never give up when I came across obstacles in my coding. I realized my greatest strengths were that I have the ability to learn coding quickly and that I have critical thinking skills when it comes to figuring out the outcome of the code that I am accomplishing. My biggest areas of improvement would be task management of my code. Some of the most challenging moments would be the assignments that I would have to complete because some were really difficult to do. I will apply everything that I have learned about coding in the future is by teaching other children how to code, and also since our society will be more technology from now, I will have an upper advantage.